Hey guys, so I just spent the better part of the past 2 days trying to give myself a crash course in video editing, and so we're gonna work with what we got while I get better, eventually. So let's go! My name is Heather, and I have late diagnosed ADHD and anxiety disorder and diagnosed major depressive disorder, and I talk about it and I write about it, so here we are. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing a reactionary video to one of the pieces that I wrote, and I originally had like a different direction that I was going with this piece, and then I decided to pivot and start a series of reactions to my pieces where I can kind of give some backstory to them and break down my creative process behind them while I wash my face, because I've got to be doing something in order to be able to kill the awkward with my hands. Get ready with me as I do my skincare routine and react to my own work. So like when I was writing that poem, it was basically, a fun fact about that poem was that I wrote it in 5 minutes. It was done during like a sleep-wake cycle, and I never know which part I should talk about first. So like I was like right in the middle of like waking up from my deep sleep and stuff like that, and like that haze where like you start thinking all the subconscious thoughts about what you have to do that morning, and it just popped in my head because I get a lot of earworms. And normally what I found out is that my writing is my subconscious talking to me. So I started it. I didn't want to spend too long on it, but I wrote it in basically like 5 minutes. So like but that was like while I was editing. It took 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. I didn't want to. That and Petty were actually both inspired by the same thing that caused it. But I didn't want to spend too much time on it because I didn't want to let what had put me in that headspace have any more rent-free headspace in my mind. So I wouldn't say it's one of my best pieces, but I am that I like that's like my favorite of what I've written. But I mean, I am happy that I am getting the reactions that I'm getting from it, because I'm really happy for the people who identify with it and who resonate with it, because the main thing to me was that like with that one, like it was meant about a very specific instance that I was going through. The ones that give you like the snide compliments that are backhanded, that they don't really like you and they're just mean and they're fake. And it started out as basically me writing about the situation I was frustrated with about somebody who's just constantly lying about me. And then I did way too much of that. And then it kind of just turned into basically an anthem for every girl that's ever been mean to me and bullied me in my entire life. And then I realized that it may actually be that for a lot of other people too. It was just kind of like a testimony to the fact that a lot of the times you have these people that are like that are gonna be that are gonna have that mean girl energy. And the reality is that whatever they're projecting on you, it's really not you. It may be something that they're jealous of about you, but it's not you by any means. And I guess that was just like me trying to highlight that inside of that poem, and inside of that piece, that was me mainly just highlighting that especially like the last line where I was like, well, my self-love runs free. And because the only person that they only hurt is themselves. And like I love Mr. Mime as a Pokemon, but a lot of the times, and even though he was a psychic Pokemon, and he has his like amazing strengths, like I love him as a Pokemon. You can tell I'm a nerd. But despite all of that, even when he's like more focused, like I almost wonder if I should have done Psyduck, because like Psyduck, before Psyduck like gets older and evolves, he's kind of like dopey too, and where it's like they just end up like hurting themselves. And like Mr. Mime like always acting like he's stuck in the box, and he's not stuck in the box, like he's actually okay. And so it's just like stuff like that. And that was what I was trying to highlight, like that mean girl energy type of spirit, and just how fortunate it is that it is just not relevant to a day-to-day life of someone if you just don't let it be. So yeah, okay, well, so our time is up. Oh, and don't forget to like, follow, interact, and subscribe for more content. And that piece that I did the commentary on was Mean Girl Energy from the book, and that is available now on Inkit to read as I serialize it, and the link to that and all of my existing work is in my bio. So anyways, you all have a great day.